One Punch Man episode 3. Sorry, I said episode twice, but apparently this is the end of the House of the Evolution arc because, of course, more of these crazy guys, they do try to attack Saitama and Genos like at his home, and with every single one of them, he pretty much like destroys them, which does sort of lead in, which I do believe that's how the second episode ended. But either way, this one does sort of lead into the story of that there was this super genius child who pretty much got all these Nobel Prizes and everything. And however, because he was smarter than everybody else and him thinking about, you know, going past all of evolution, people sort of thought he was crazy to the point where he was mocked and ridiculed out of the science community, all the way up until like his later years of his life, to where that he actually found a specific genome, or at least this special serum or pretty much whatever. He found that if he used it, he could like regain his youth and become young again, something in which that he did do. And he made all these clones and he made all these monsters, and that's why he did all that, to become the best in the world or some shit like that, or, you know, help humans out with their evolution. Cool. But all of his creations, they couldn't stand up to Saitama because, of course, he's better than all of them, and of course, he wants to know why. So, of course, Genos and Saitama, they go to his little hideout, and of course, they kick his door in, and they do want to see what is going on with him. However, when they get inside, it's this gigantic, like this gigantic bug man who pretty much destroyed all of like the scientist's clones and destroyed all of his other creations because it is the strongest and is the best one in which that he made. And because of that, you know, it sort of wants to destroy him. However, he says, listen, just allow me to watch you beat Saitama and we perfectly fine. And that's pretty much, and he agrees to that. And he takes him over to go see Saitama. And they go into this crazy training room to fight. And of course, Genos, he tries to fight him at first. And he's outclassing Genos like in every single form. Like, tears his body up, can survive his fire, can survive every single one of his attacks. But at the cost of that, though, it's like, well, you can't hurt him. It wasn't up until, like, he goes up against Saitama, because he's like, yeah, man, I'm stronger than you, and I can easily beat Genos. And to which point Saitama's like, oh, yeah, I can actually get pumped up for this fight. Problem with that is, though, major problem with that is, though, is that when he tries to actually fight Saitama, his instincts kick in and they tell him to get the fuck away from him. Of course, you know. And then this forces him to go into max out mode, in which that he turns into this gigantic bladed up bug. And of course, he gets some hits in on Saitama, but where he fucked up at was that he told Saitama that his carnage lasts for a whole week and that he can't control himself and is going to stay like that all day. To which Saitama pretty much realizes that, wait a second, today's Saturday. It's discount day, man, like at the supermarket. And so, of course, you know, he uppercuts the shit out of him and says, I can't make it, even though apparently he can run really fucking fast. Like, I don't know why he can't make it there in less than 4 hours, but either way, before all that, though, this is the episode in which that they do reveal his training regimen, which is just 100 push-ups a day, 100 sit-ups a day, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and run 10 kilometers a day. Without stopping. You got to be in the worst conditions and limit yourself to specific food, and you pretty much good to go. Which they all say that's bullshit. But honestly, for him, it's like, listen, stop trying to change. Which this one does have a message for every single one of the 3 characters in the area with him. Is that like every single one of them is all about changing their outward appearance. Genos, him being a cyborg. The Kibito monster pretty much being a gigantic bug, and the scientist himself changing changing from his older appearance to his younger self and trying to change the world so far, trying to evolve them. And of course, Saitama's like, stop trying to change the outside, change the inside, because that's where most of your power comes from. And of course, they don't buy it, and he destroys the Kabuto monster and runs off. So that's pretty much how the episode ends. But until then, that is what I gotta say about that. Please tell me what you think about this down in the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the next Down Grave Show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.